Hold on. That's me. Good evening and welcome to tonight's show. I am your host, Tita Dawson, the owner of True Blue Designs, and you can tell that my producer is not with me this evening. I am trying to control everything, so please forgive me. But I am the owner of True Blue Designs and the host of tonight's show, and I thank you so much for tuning in. Like and share and let everybody know that we're on the air. We are streaming simultaneously on our YouTube and our Facebook channel at True Blue Designs. Also, I want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the notification bell so that you can be alerted when more upcoming content becomes available. Also, I want to let you know, I'm so excited. I want to let you know that March is a very important and significant month to our company. Now, can anybody tell me, I'm opening up the chat, the comments, can anybody tell me why is the month of March so important to our company? Come on, I want you to talk to me. I see that we have some people on live, so does anybody know why the month of March is important? Nobody? Okay. Well, the month of March is our anniversary. And in 22, we turned 13 years old. So our company will be 13 years old in the month of March. And last year, we had a treat. We had the Greek comedy tour with Christopher Columbus, and he lined the entire month up with comedians. So he's going to bless us again. And this March, we're going to have a lineup of nothing but comedians. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and press the notification bell so you can be alerted when we set up those shows. Now, we're going to interview tonight's guest. Tonight's guest has been in law enforcement for over 13 years, and he is the co-owner of the HoZpitality Entertainment Company. This company, and I'm going to read this so I can get it right. This company is a premium event production company that brings people together by creating opportunities to make real, meaningful human connections while having boatloads of fun. Help me give a warm welcome to tonight's guest, Mr. Bo Braxton. Hey, Bo.
I can't hear you. I can't even hear you. Well, I heard nothing you said.
Well, I had you in the room.
Let me see.
You can tell I need my behind.
I can't hear nothing you saying. Hold on. Let me see what's going on.
Can you hear me?
I said, look, let me tell you. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna come back on because I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. What's going
on. Okay, that's fine. All right, everybody, just bear with us. He's gonna come back. He was having some audio problems, but he's gonna come back in. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. And yes, I am so excited about the month of March. We have celebrated 13 years of being in existence, and True Blue Designs is a custom apparel and accessory company. And we specialize in helping small businesses, but also churches. We've helped schools, churches, corporations, small businesses, and you name it. But we give your creativity new wings. So when you come to us, you give us your ideas, and we breathe life into it. So we look forward to working with you. If you need anything, you can contact us. I'll have our information on the screen. And we are going to bring Bo back. Can you hear me now? Uh-oh. We lost him again. He's going to come back in. But this is our information. And so, yes, we can take care of all your branding needs at True Blue Designs. You can reach us on Facebook and Instagram at True Blue Designs. And our email address is info@True Blue Designs. Let's see if we can get them back in. Can you hear us now?
Booyah, we in there now.
Look, I have been trying to interview you for a year. So we're going to make sure this happens.
Hey, it ain't my fault. I don't know what's going on. It's blaming on COVID.
Bring it on COVID. COVID's in the computer.
Exactly. How you doing?
Doing good, and thank you so much for saying yes. And I'm,
Yes, ma'am.
You've been busy, with being in law enforcement and having an entertainment event promoting company. Right. And I've been trying to get you for a year to get on this show, so I finally got you. So we're going to have a good time tonight. Look, you better behave.
Hey, look, it's your fault. You put me on the show.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, we're going to start off by letting you tell the viewers about yourself.
Okay, my name is Braxton. My real name is Jarvis. For people that are getting confused, yeah, my name is Jarvis Braxton, but everybody call me Bo. From Hinesville, Georgia. Originally from Germany. Went to college at Valdosta State. Pledged Sigma. Captain of the chapter of Valdosta State. Followed 3. Like you said earlier, I'm actually a cop in real life. I've been a police officer for going on 13 years. I'm currently at Fairburn Police Department. Been there for a year. I was in Clayton County.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Clayton County for 12 years before I went to Fairburn.
Okay, so you're now in Fairburn. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Married, 2 boys. If anybody want them, just meet me on 285. You can get both of them. Been married 5 years. Yeah, just happy to be here finally. No,
finally. Now.
I'm sorry, and I'm also co-owner of Southern Hospitality Entertainment. I guess we'll get into that later on, but yeah, I do a lot.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Now, someone asked me to ask you this: if you could tell the story behind your voice.
My voice.
Yeah.
Let me see. I've been talking this for a long time. Like, I don't know what, in college, it started in the high school, my voice went high, went low.
Oh,
and
really?
Then in college, it got real high, and then it got low again. And then it just from college, it just start changing, start getting real raspy and raspier and raspier as I get older. I guess it's all that blue juice. I don't know. So, yeah. So I don't know. It's like, but my voice just started changing. So
wow.
So now it's just raspy. So it is what it is now.
Okay. All right. Well, you did mention that you have been this year you would have been a police officer for 13 years. So tell us what inspired you to get into law enforcement.
Other outside of my military background, my folks was in the military, so that kind of childhood structure of organization and authority, you know what I'm saying, kind of like helped the influence. But my actual main influence was also my brother. My brother's an officer. He's been an officer, I think, like 16, 17 years. He's actually a Sigma also. Mm-hmm. He's been an officer in the same department, Tallahassee Police Department, for like 16, 17 years. So just listening to him tell me about his lifestyle kind of motivated me. But what really kind of was like, yo, this is something I need to actually do, is I wanted to give people that look like me a different perspective on what cops should act like, cops should look like, how cops should carry themselves, how they should talk, how they should come in contact with their citizens that they actually are there to protect. I just wanted to give, you know what I'm saying, just give people a different vision, a different viewpoint of not all cops are what they see on the news.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the way I am when I'm off duty is the same exact way I am when I'm in uniform. So when citizens and the community actually see I'm actually a person that likes to tell jokes, like to have fun, it gives them a sense of humanizing the badge other than what they see on the news. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, the only time people come in contact with cops is for negative reasons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give them a different outlook. You know what I'm saying? Like all that they know is when they see the cops, something bad happening.
Right.
But when they see me, it's more like, oh, yo, that's Bo. That was it. He coming with some jokes or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like Bo coming with something other than what
Right.
he's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But that's all it is. Just give people a different. You know what I'm saying? Just make people think twice about. All right, so not all cops are what they see on TV.
Right. 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 And the news media
Oh, it's
um,
horrible.
is there to tell news, and majority of it is
Yeah,
bad,
that's all it
right?
is. Yeah,
Right. And
like
so they do paint a negative picture.
they
And
do.
every time you see a police officer on the news, it's always, like you said,
It's
it's
always
always
negative.
about something negative, right?
It's always
The
something
people just
negative.
automatically assume that's right.
Yeah. So when it comes to my circle or my following and people that know me, that's why I post so much on social media, the
Right.
good and bad that goes on during my job. Uh, I post the good things that go on. I post the bad things that go on because I want people to get an understanding that just because you don't see it on the news, don't doesn't mean it's not happening. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because it's happening on a daily basis, and just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. So, and then it makes me more motivated to share my stories is because if I don't tell it,
Right.
they won't never hear about it
Right.
from any cop. So by me keep on constantly saying, yo, there's a lot of cops out here like me because I hang out with them on a daily basis.
Right.
Is the fact that they're not as uh, socially driven like as I am, especially on social media. So
Mhm.
they're out here doing the work that I'm doing, the same exact thing. Is the fact that I'm actually posting my stories.
Right. Right.
So,
Well, since you said that, let's talk about a recent story that you posted not too long ago, because it had a good ending.
which one was it?
It was one where you got called to, and forgive me for not knowing the full story, but you had got called to a site, and this is while you were working. And I think the person was either about to commit suicide or something.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, tell them a little bit about that, because, like you
uh,
said,
I,
stuff like that is not shown on the news
yeah,
a lot.
I'm not gonna go in full detail
Right,
about
right,
it,
right. Just
but
a
yeah,
little.
yeah,
Yeah.
but basically, the parents was looking for a young lady, a young female. They were looking for her all day. Um, and basically we located her in the back of a cemetery. Um, when I was the first car to arrive, when I walked up on her, she was just boo crying, boo crying. I was just in there talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Just I talked to her like 15, 20 minutes, got in contact with her folks, let them know her grandparents, her mom and dad, let them know exactly where she's at. She's safe. This is where she at. Can y'all come meet me? So so it was like a 15, 20 minute drive for them. And it was just the fact that I was just really talking to her like I'd known her for years. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Just okay, that's fine. Uh, just talking to them, just talking to her. Just it's nothing wrong. Basically, not in trouble. I just want to talk to you about the situation. And basically, like she's 19 years old. She was going through some emotional period. She was pregnant now, and just want to talk to her. Just like, look, you're only 19. There's a whole bunch of life to live. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, but I just basically just talked to her like she was just talk to her. I didn't belittle her. I didn't down her because she was thinking about making a decision.
Right.
I was just talking to her and and I don't know what made me say it, but I finally got her to stop crying and she was talking to me and everything like that. Uh, but I kind of like was like
What'd you say, Bo?
so so she was a young white female, and as you can tell, I'm very melanated. So I was like, "Yo, man, so are you good now?" I was like, "So there's a cemetery. You know, black folks get killed in cemeteries out here, right?"
Said black people don't like to be in the cemetery.
You know, we don't like to be in those cemeteries, so it's all good. But at the end of the day, she bust out laughing. She didn't feel uncomfortable. I was just trying to lift her spirits, at least until her parents got there,
Right.
so
Right.
they could actually talk to her, like as far as what their next steps are going to be, as far as as far as the next steps, what they're gonna do as far as after tonight, because after the parents get there, it's out of our hands. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's more so the family stepping in and doing the due diligence when it comes to keeping her safe and making sure she's in the right state of mind and everything like that. Uh, but yeah, it's when I came across her, she was just boo crying. So I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to change her, just even for that 15, 20 minutes, just give her a different perspective on life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because at 19, I remember when I was 19, like I just I just played Sigma, so so
It was a wild
yeah,
time.
yeah. So a lot of life has changed. A lot of uh, experiences have happened from age 19 to me right now, 37.
Right.
So
Right.
I just wanted to get her to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like life is not over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like your parents got you, your grandfolks got you. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just take her mind at ease just for that period of time when it was just me and her. So
Right. And I think we have to remember that our children are going through things that we couldn't
we,
even fathom
you
back in
right.
the day.
You right.
And we have to sometimes give them a little grace,
Right.
and we didn't always make the right decisions at 19 and 20. And sometimes I think we get 50 and 60 and we forget that, right? And then we end up becoming judgmental. You should have, and but they don't need to hear that, right?
You right.
And I wanted you to tell that story because when I read it on your page, my heart went out to the young lady, but I was so thankful that you had that mindset to try to turn that situation into a positive one and uplift her spirit. Like you said, until her parents got there. And I think it's important that people need to know that police officers are human too.
Yep.
And every day you have to um, think about, am I coming home
Right.
to my family? And I'm sure your beautiful wife, I'm sure that runs through her mind too.
Right. All the time. Like because she's used to the law enforcement lifestyle. Like she's been there since day one of my law enforcement career. So she's been through all the stories, all the all the foot chases, all the car chases, all the fights, all the
Yeah.
bruises on my face,
Mm.
all the court cases, just on the shootouts, like she's been involved with everything, like all the police
Wow.
funerals. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So she's been involved with all that. So she knows what it takes to be a police wife, and so about as much stress is on me
Yeah.
is on her also.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. When you went through the police training, what training experience did you appreciate the most that you feel that really helps you today?
Let me see, police training. I would say, just let me say this, just the aspect of learning the law,
Mm,
because a lot of us, as you can tell, think we know the law, but they are interpreting it their own way.
right.
But just the aspect of actually learning the law, because when it comes to people, I'm good with that. I don't need you to teach me how to talk to people, because
Right.
I'm gonna talk to people the way I want to talk to them, no matter what, good or bad or indifferent. As you know, I'm gonna talk to people the way I want.
I know. Behave, Bo.
I'm gonna say what I mean, and I ain't gonna take it back. But 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 I would say just the learning the laws, because there's a lot of stuff that I did not know about
Mhm,
Georgia law that I've
mhm.
learned so much, and I'm still, and honestly, like if you actually look at the Georgia law book, the book is about this big.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's big. It looks like two encyclopedias, so it's always something more to learn.
Mhm,
Even on my 13 year, I'm still learning stuff about this job that I didn't know. So
mhm.
I would say that aspect of it, because the 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 community the community aspect of talking to people, all that stuff. I've been doing that for my whole life.
Right.
The fitness aspect of it, that ain't nothing. I do that
Right.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But just the aspect of actually learning what other officers been knowing for all these years before me, just that aspect of educating myself on Georgia law, I think that's probably the best thing I took from the academy.
Right. Right. And it makes a difference because a lot of times that's where I think we as a people get hung up at, right?
Oh yeah. So
Because we don't know the laws.
so even last year when all these, like, every now and again, if you check my Instagram or Facebook, I might speak on certain cases that's going on nationwide and give people reasons why certain things happen
Okay.
and why certain uh, either verdicts or decisions or comments or stuff like that, or any, like, I give them uh, real time information
Right.
on why certain things happen. That happen uh, happen the way it does, and when it comes to cases,
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's because I'm not. Because a lot of people speak emotionally about
Mm-hmm.
cases. I'm
Mm-hmm.
speaking strictly out the book.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm not speaking out of emotion. I'm not speaking out of my opinion. I'm not speaking out of any of that. I'm telling you, this is why this has happened. Strictly because this was says in the book, and this is why this happened.
I'm gonna
And
tell you who's really good at doing that
know that.
is Sarge.
And
And
look,
I
look,
have been trying to get him on this show,
give me
and I hope he's watching
look,
because
when you
I
get
need to get
Sarge,
him on the
hey,
show.
look, when you get Sarge, look, as soon as you get Sarge, I'm gonna slide in like this. What's up, Sarge?
Because you know what, when things go down
Oh, he the man.
like that, he
Hey, he the man.
texts me.
Hey,
We have a text conversation, and
me,
he'll say, you know, they you see this,
but
but let me
we
tell you
know,
what the law is, and let me tell you what I see.
and trust me, me and Sarge, we have a clear, like, me and Sarge talk a lot on the
Mm-hmm.
back end about a
Right.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Like Sarge is really my mentor when it comes to a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of decisions that I make, and a lot of comments, a lot of things I do.
Yeah.
I talk to him either before I do it or after I do it.
Right.
But either way, me and Sarge talk a lot about a lot of different stuff that goes on. As far as with Sigma, as far as in the state of Georgia, as far as nationally, as far as cop stuff, because
Mm-hmm.
Sarge been in law enforcement way longer than me, so
Right.
I'm just following his footsteps.
Yeah, but you know, one thing I learned from him is going back to what you said about the laws, right? Because he would say, well, emotionally, you wonder why the
But
outcome was this. He
but
said, but
this
per the law,
is why this happened.
yeah, yeah,
And
and I'm glad that we've had that relationship because now I see things totally different and in a
as
different perspective, right? Coming from a police officer
if
versus my own emotion,
yeah,
right?
and because and people always think you're I'm taking the side of so no, I'm not taking the side of that or the police, none
Right,
of that. I'm taking the side of what this says.
right.
This says this. I'm going off this. I have nothing to go off. Emotions are irrelevant when it comes to court cases.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Emotions
Yes,
are
they are.
emotions don't do nothing but nothing.
Right.
What does that book say? As
Yeah,
soon as
and I think a lot of times if we, you know, do our research before
I
we
do
go to
research,
court, you know, because
but
I got into a situation a couple of years back where I went to court here in Rockdale County,
mhm,
and things had changed, you know, because things that I could have done a long time ago and how I could present my evidence now it's changed. Well, I didn't know that.
right.
And so I end up losing the court case because I didn't do A, B, C, D, E.
But
And, you
and,
know,
and then on top of that, each state is different. So each state laws are different. So the laws in Georgia are totally different from the laws in Florida, totally
right.
different laws in Texas. So I might be able to do something here, but you can't do that in Texas. You can't do that in California. You can't do that. So it's like so each state is different. So what I do is do my research, and then before I form a very educated let me say analysis, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure it's hard because when we had all the riots
Oh
and
man,
stuff here, I
and,
remember that you
and
were
I,
working the riots, and it was so many emotions flying,
so man,
right?
on both sides,
Yeah,
on the police side, on the citizen side,
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
and I'm
community
sure
side,
that was hard.
and 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 I get it. Like I don't agree with it, but I get it.
Yeah.
It's once us as humans are we're very emotional people,
Hmm.
so I get it. Like emotions get high, you start acting out. So I get it.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm sure it's not easy.
No, it's not.
I've seen on social media that some police officers have lost, has had family members stop speaking to them, had friends
Yeah.
stop speaking to them
On both
because
sides.
they were trying, like you said, you state per the book,
Yeah,
and like you said, you get it, but as a police officer, I have to go by
I
this.
go by the
Right?
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
You are the co-founder of the Southern Hospitality Entertainment Company.
Yes,
So let's talk about that.
me and my best friend.
So how did you all start the company? Tell us the story about that.
Man, so the company name changed a couple times as we got older,
Okay.
but it started off. It was a dynamic dual entertainment. Then it went to 5-star entertainment, and it's like it's every couple of years we changed it because it just wasn't catchy enough. It didn't catch the appeal of what we were trying to do.
Okay.
But then I wouldn't even know how. I think he came up with the name Southern Hospitality because as you know, me and him are from this. Okay, well, me and the other co-founder, his name is Trey Searles. Everybody call him Wiggles, but me and him are from the South, and
Okay.
we're real hospitable when it comes to people.
Hmm.
Uh, Being raised in the South, being raised by our mother and stuff like that. So the name Southern Hospitality really came from how we was raised. Like everything we're about is making sure whoever's with us, that's one of our in our group, that's at
Hmm.
our event, we're trying to make you feel like it's your event. Like
Right.
like we're trying to make you feel as great as possible while you're there. Like basically you're king and queen for a night.
Right. Right. So what encouraged you to become an event promoter? How did that start?
I just wanted to get us together. Like look at the end like at first it started off with doing like let me say this. Me and Trey been doing parties since high school.
Okay.
So don't tell my mama. But when my parents used to go out of town, me and Trey used to do house parties.
At your parents' house?
Yes, they used to charge to do house parties back in high school, 15, 16 years old doing house parties. So me and Trey been doing parties for the past 22 years. But now we just actually doing it uh the right way. We're actually having a business aspect behind it. But honestly the main reason why we're doing it so much um these past couple of years is
Mhm.
basically just to get us together as much as possible.
Okay.
With us as being adults, being married, kids, jobs, all these different uh uh I guess say walks of life everybody's walking through right
Mhm.
now. It's kind of hard to be like, hey yo, uh let's get together and go do something. So what me and Trey did was basically was like, hey look, we're gonna take that out of your hands. We gonna plan everything. Y'all just show up.
Did you just show up?
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and the main thing is just getting us together as much as possible. Because most of the time, because if you notice, most of our events are really driven behind the Sigmas and Zetas getting together.
Hmm.
Um, and every now and again, I got other folks coming in that know us that want to rock with us. But it's basically bringing back that old Sigma Zeta feeling that we had when we was undergrad. All my events are basically undergrad driven, but a graduate older feel to it. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Just so us get together, have a good time, talk about the good old days, you know what I'm saying? Just give people reason to get together more than just homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Now,
saying?
let me ask you this though. But do you promote other events
Yep,
outside of blue and white? Because
yep,
I think I saw you
yep,
promoting something
yep,
that wasn't blue and white.
yep. I do, yeah, we do a couple of events. Outside of blue and white stuff, we do Christmas parties, we do Halloween parties, we do St. Patrick's Day trips. Like
Okay.
it's just the main, it's just our main thing was basic Greek parties when we was
Right.
in college. Then it kind of trickled down to Sigma Zeta parties, and
Mhm.
then it just became majority of our big events is Sigma Zeta events. Uh,
Okay. So if another Greek affiliate of the Divine Nine
Come
asks
on,
you,
hey,
okay, all
hey,
right.
hey, trust me. At all of our events, we have a little bit of everybody.
Well, I'm saying if they want you to they
Oh,
want you to
I
promote
done did.
one of their
Oh
events.
yeah. I done did all that
Okay.
before. Yeah, I did all that before. It's just the fact when it comes to an official Soho hospitality event, it's
Mhm.
it's depending on what month it is of what we're doing. Because right now, our main event, our main two biggest events is Blue Atlanta, which is coming up in end of April,
Okay.
and the Blue Reunion Cruise. But we're actually doing city events. Uh,
Okay.
we got Blue Dallas coming. We got um, uh, what we got? We got Blue Dallas coming. We got Blue Charlotte. We got Blue Chicago. We got a St. Croix trip. Uh, let me see. We got Blue Memphis. So, but our main biggest events is Blue Atlanta and the cruise.
Okay. So let's talk about this cruise because
Boy,
before we went live, you was giving me some information that we want to make sure that we share. Stacy asked. Let me show this. Stacy asked, "What about Blue DC?"
oh my bad. I forgot about my bad. It's not called Blue DC. It's called Blue Mecca.
Blue Mecca.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
and
sorry.
she
I'm
said she hate that she missed the cruise.
Stacy.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna do is shake my head at you.
Okay, so listen, we're going to talk about the cruise. So when did you all how long has it
Uh,
been? How long have you been doing the cruises?
uh, we started the cruise. Me and Trey started the cruise 2018. So 2018, it was 26 of us.
Okay, so 2018 it was 26.
Mhm.
Okay, so what was the largest attended number of attendees that you've had since you've been doing the cruises?
2020, it was 1,028 of us.
So in 2020, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
2 years
20.
ago.
That's two years after.
No, yeah, 2 years
Three,
after. So
2 years after.
it went from it went from
26.
it went from 26 to 216 to 1,028.
You got to be kidding.
It was Sigmas and Zetas everywhere.
Wow. Well, and I'm sure that everybody that went wasn't blue,
Oh,
correct?
yeah, but everybody was on that boat was family.
Right. Understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
So
Okay, so
it
you had 1,000, say it
20
again.
1,028 of us.
It says, oh, wait a minute, hold on, because Jennifer's on, and she said that her and her legacy were on the
Yep.
ship.
Yep.
Jennifer Wilson.
Yep. Jennifer was on there.
Yeah. So okay. So tell us about the activities. I'm sure that you plan out
Oh
activities
yeah.
and everything on the cruise.
Well let me say with the cruise, we usually do a meet and greet the
Mhm.
day before we get on the boat. Do a
Okay.
meet and greet, just so everybody, because most of everybody know everybody from my Facebook group. Cause I got a Blue Reunion Cruise group where everybody just chats all day, every day, whatever topic they want to talk about.
Okay.
It's an open forum, whatever you want to post about. Uh, but basically, everybody get to know everybody from there. And then and then when we come on, I pick a city or port,
Okay.
depending on where we're going. I do a meet and greet at the hotel, and then um, we do an event that night somewhere in the city.
Okay.
And then we get on the boat. There's a meet. There's another meet and greet on the boat.
Okay.
And then there's a sail away party on the top deck. And then every night for dinner is a different thing.
Okay.
And during the trip, and then during the trips, there's day parties on the boat for us, private day parties. There's private happy hour events. It's just a lot of everything. We do our itinerary months and months in advance. So everybody can get it, but everybody don't get it because they don't want to read. Yeah, I'm talking about some of y'all. Itinerary is the same itinerary. Y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to read, but y'all want to ask me questions about where to go. So I just turn my phone off. I don't know nothing. hey, 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 it got so serious that on I think the first day of the cruise, me and Trey wore shirts. Don't ask us nothing.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'll send you a picture of it. It says don't ask. It's a picture. It was I wore a shirt with a picture of Trey. So don't ask me nothing. Ask him. And then Trey had the same shirt. Don't ask me nothing. Ask Bo.
So let me ask you this. So what cruise line do you partner with?
I usually use Carnival because Carnival is the more lively cruise line. All other cruise lines are pretty nice, but for what we try to do and the amount of people that come on the boat and the types of people that come on the boat, it needs to be like a real lively type of cruise line that will allow us to be us.
Right. No, I understand. Okay, so I want the viewers to really get a picture of how big this really is. Now, on a
cruise look like this. That's what the cruise look like. That's what the cruise look like. Cruise, you see that? That's what the cruise look like. No. The cruise look just like that, number blue.
Listen. So on the cruise ship that you had over 1,000 people, right? How many cabins or how many people could that particular cruise ship hold? Do you remember?
I don't know, but I believe that ship was like for that ship that was out of Bahamas. That was to the Bahamas. I think that was like a little under 2,800.
Okay, so let's just say the cruise ship could hold 2,800 people.
The cruise line could hold 28 cruisers. Correct.
Okay, 2,800 cruisers.
Right.
Right, but you brought on 1,028. Wow, you had half the boat.
It was insane. Like because we just got off the boat 3 weeks ago.
Right.
But because 2021 was canceled because of COVID, and this last cruise, the numbers were low just because of the whole COVID. Everybody's scared and the protocols and the vax card and all that other extra stuff. So the numbers went down from 1,000 to 300 and 315, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 315, that's still a lot of people.
Yeah, but next year is going to be even doper. So.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so listen, you were telling me about the story that I saw on the news about you dancing with the lady on the cruise ship. So let's talk about that. Tell us about this news story.
All right, so basically, it's funny. It hit the news late last year, but that was the video was like almost 2 years old. So the cruise was 2020. It hit the news like 3 months ago.
Right, correct.
So, but all it was an older couple that was dancing on the top deck. Older elderly couple, had to be like 70-something years old. They said they'd been married like 50-something years. I think they said it was on their anniversary trip. I went to go speak to him, and I was like, hey, you mind if I cut in? He's like, go ahead. So me and his wife started dancing. I think we're doing the cha-cha, the tango. I don't know. I don't know what you want to call it, but we're doing something. But but she was a lot of fun. But then when I went to go shake his hand and say, you know what I'm saying, just appreciate you let me dance with your wife, he was like, oh, so you can't dance with me? I was like, he must don't know who I am. Come on, let's go. So, but the funny thing about it, if you watch the video, we buzz out laughing right before we start. Because we were trying to figure out who was going to lead. Because he was like, I never had a black man lead me to dance before. But they were loads of fun. I seen them every time throughout the cruise. See them give them a high five. Yeah, they were just loads of fun. I actually got in contact with them after the video went viral.
Mm-hmm.
After they hit the news and all that stuff, I actually got in contact with them. Carnival. Actually got in contact with them for me to actually speak to them and see how they're doing and they're doing well. I talked to their grandkids and their daughters and everything.
So how did do you know how the video went live on the news?
I believe my Sarah sent my. I think it was Sandra. I think my Sarah name is Zeta named Sandra. That sent the video to all the news stations. Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. and then the news stations called my job.
Really?
Yep. And my job called me in. I was like, oh, he said, Braxton, I need to report to my office. Dang it. I didn't do it. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss them out. I didn't.
Wow.
But seriously, but they called me in and said the news want me to come in and speak to them because they saw me dancing on the boat, and I was like, from 2 years ago. I was like, sure, I'm cool. I don't got a problem talking to folks.
Wow.
I said, so you sure you want to put me on the news? But okay. I said, all right.
What did he say when you?
He said, I don't know, but he's just tone it down a little bit. I said, all right, I got you. I can do that.
I just wanted you to tell that story because I think that's amazing. For
it
you
was
to,
fun.
From 26 people to 200 and something people, you jumped up to over 1,000.
Yeah.
The ship holds over 2,800 people, around 2,800 people.
Yes, ma'am.
But you had over 1,000.
Yes, ma'am.
People.
Yes, ma'am.
I think now that's event promoting to the ninth power.
Hey. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till I drop this cruise on Monday.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look at it. So let me ask you this though. So if somebody hires you to become promote their event, what services would you offer them?
Let me say this. So I don't. Let me say this. Usually, when I do events with people, it's basically it turns into let me say this, a co-host type thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So so I typically don't. Let me say this. So people have events all the time, and people always ask me to promote it. I'm gonna issue that. I put on my Facebook. I do all that stuff. But when it comes to an official Southern Hospitality event, I'm coming out with 50 people. I got 50 people promoting the same flyer. I got promo videos. I'm in people's inboxes. I got flyers. And look. I got flyers. I got flyers. Like I go everywhere with flyers now.
Yeah, I know.
So it comes with a lot when it comes to our actual Southern Hospitality event, because I have so many different ideas of content to get the content to people.
Right.
So I come up with new ways for you to find out what's going on with Soul. Right. So when it comes to people that actually that host their own events and they actually promote it, I promote it, and I want everybody to be successful.
Right.
But when it actually comes to us doing a Southern Hospitality in a different promo group,
Mm-hmm.
both of us are doing the same thing.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So all the locations that you named earlier, those are Southern hospitality events, but they're just actually in a different city.
Southern Hospitality events, and we're co-hosting with another entertainment group in each city.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay.
so 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 since Southern Hospitality is basically based out of Atlanta, it's
Mm-hmm.
strictly Southern Hospitality for
Okay,
Atlanta. So Blue Atlanta is Southern Hospitality's main event.
okay,
But Blue Dallas, I got a different I got a different team assisting with getting everything together. Because as you know, I'm in Atlanta. I can't be in Dallas. I
right.
can't be
That's
in
why.
Memphis. I
Yeah.
can't be in
Mm-hmm.
DC. I can't be in Cali. I can't be in Chicago. I can't be all these places. So I got different people that do exactly the same thing I do, but in their respective city. So
Okay.
imagine both of us coming together with the same mindset, the same promotion ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and the same reasoning for the event is get everybody together. Then
Mm-hmm.
it always turns out to be a success.
So tell us about a time where you planned an event and it didn't go
Oh yeah, I
as you
cancel
wanted.
that. I cancel that.
Tell us
Hey,
about at least one.
hey, oh, but let me say this: me and Trey been doing events for 20 years,
Right.
but under Soho, we've been doing events probably like maybe like 4 or 5 years. But if you want to talk about events that we've been doing together for years, you can tell how stuff is going just from the the movement behind it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
if the movement is not behind it, we're going to cancel that one, bro. Like we're going to chop
Okay.
that one up. I would say the most recent event was me and Trey had an idea of doing a Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving event.
Okay.
But the problem was it was 2 weeks after our Halloween party, which was major, and then 2 weeks later doing another event. So it's basically us basically just trying to see what works.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, all right, cancel that. We'll try again. We'll try something
Okay.
else.
Okay.
So all this is trial and error. Um,
Okay. And
if,
that's good that you're not married to it. You know what I
oh
mean?
no, no.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and if some don't look right, don't sound right, we just ain't gonna do it. It'd be a waste of time.
So let me ask you this. So is the cruise the biggest event that you've ever promoted? Is the cruise the biggest
Yes,
one?
yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Um, let's see. So how do you stay on budget for your events?
Easy.
Would you say?
I said easy.
Easy.
Now, really, really, it's we basically stay real organized when it comes to the budget and spending funds and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we outsource people that we can trust.
Okay.
So basically, the way my mindset is when it comes to Southern Hospitality, everything I do,
Mm-hmm.
if I know you're a photographer and I rock with you, I'm bringing you on as my photographer. So,
Okay.
so, and basically, itemize cost and what's that? It's basically the same thing
You went
every
out.
year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. All that we're doing is the same exact thing we did last year,
Okay.
but on a larger scale. But the budget basically stays the same.
Okay. And I think that's good that you mentioned that you bring in
Oh yeah,
people
oh
that
yeah,
do that particular that have that skill, like a photographer,
yeah. I can't do it.
videographer.
I
Yeah.
can't do it. So the way I feel about it, if I know one of my frat brothers, one of my sorority sisters, one of my homies, one of my homegirls can do this, why would I pay a stranger if I could
Right.
pay my people to do it? At the end of the day, I'm here to take care of my folks, whether I'm in uniform or I'm doing these parties, like these events. I'm here to take care of my people. Now, if you don't want to be part of my people, that's fine. You don't got to be a part of my people. But if you attend anything that says Soho, Southern Hospitality, it's our job to take care of you for you to have a good time. So whether it's having fun or whether it's putting food on your kids' plate, you know
Right.
what I'm
I
saying?
got you.
So all that we do is making opportunities for you to have experiences with your friends and family, and experiences make an opportunity for you to have uh, another type of income
Right.
for that weekend. So
Yeah,
I
because
like,
you have such a large following.
yeah,
So, people who partner with you will get very good exposure.
right,
Hmm.
yeah. All this basically if 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 I'm putting on something, I'm bringing in my whole team. I'm bringing in all my dudes that do videography, all my bartenders I know, all my photographers I know, all my all my people that does everything. Like,
Okay.
if you do it, and I know I can't do it, so I'm gonna bring you on, and I'm gonna let you take care of it, and it's on you.
So, out of all the events that you put on, outside of the cruise, we're gonna
Uh,
scratch that one.
yeah,
Outside of the cruise,
the cruise is something
what
totally different.
what event is your most enjoyable one
I would say,
outside of the cruise?
I, um, I would say Blue Atlanta because it's my birthday weekend. I made. See, that's the best thing about coordinating your own stuff. You can do whatever you want to. So, yeah. So Blue Atlanta. So Blue Atlanta is actually my birthday weekend. The the St. Croix trip is actually Trey's birthday weekend, and the Blue Memphis trip is actually Giorgio. He's basically our man behind the scenes person.
Okay.
So you don't see him too much in the front, but
Yeah.
he takes care of a lot of stuff that I don't want to do because I can't do, and I'm not computer savvy and anything like
Yeah.
that. So he takes care of all that for me. So his birthday weekend is Blue Memphis. So basically, the best thing about our events is like we it's the celebrations of getting us together. It's also a celebration of our life. So
Right.
it's a celebration of our lives, but it's also another celebration of another year for whoever birthday it is. So
Wow. Yeah. So you're throwing yourselves birthday parties,
I
basically.
throw myself why not? Who who would who wouldn't want to throw a party for themselves? That's just weird.
And everybody can come.
Anybody, hey, anybody can. Hey, look, anybody that walk in that door, they automatically my family. So
Hey,
hey,
hey.
look, cause look, if you really people that really know me, I'll tell you in your face that I love you to death. Love you. What you need? Male, female, kissing you on your forehead, kissing your cheek. What's up, bro? What's up, homie? Yeah, I love you. What now? What you gonna do? Nothing. I tell folks I love them all. I tell folks I love them to death. Like,
Yeah.
I love my people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd rather give you your flowers while you're here than your flowers when you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in way too many funerals in the past 3 months. So
Yeah.
I got a whole new perspective on everything I do. So I'm gonna get us together as much as possible. And while I'm with you, I'm gonna love on you as much as possible, just in case something might happen.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
true.
I'm saying?
But yeah, you don't
I
know.
can I
You
can
never
say
know.
that I loved on you yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And can't nobody take that away from me. So that's if anybody tell you anything different, the reason why I do the things I do and move the way I move, if it ain't because I love my people, I want my people to get together, then it's all a lie.
Okay.
That's the main reason why I do what I do. To get us together as much as possible so we can love on each other while we're here and not crying when they
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. And I totally understand. I think a lot of us have been to too many, celebrations of life,
Yeah.
you know.
Celebrations of life. No, how about let's celebrate life?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what? I'm about to get a shirt, man. I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna get a shirt with your face on it. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off Brother Lewis' face. I'm gonna get your face with the glasses.
And say celebrate life.
Celebrate life,
Let me ask
or
you this.
or else.
I was in Walmart yesterday,
Okay.
and I was passing the men's section,
Okay.
and I saw this shirt that says I am Black History.
Right.
When you hear that statement, or someone says that you are Black History, when you hear that, um, what do you think? What do you feel when you hear that? What does that mean? That statement mean to you?
Man, just me personally, just what me personally, I don't know what everybody else might think about it, but when I say I am Black history, basically speaking towards my family, my parents, and my grandfolks of what they went through. You know what I'm saying? Like they set the tone for me to be the Black man I am today. So the things I'm doing now, my even my dad's 60 something years old. He couldn't do nowhere near. I think my dad got a GED. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things, and my grandfather, yeah, but it's a lot. It's just a lot of things that kind of molded me to the Black man I am today. So when I see that I am Black history, and I am that, just like for my son, I'm like the traits that he's getting from me is the traits that I got from my dad and my dad got from his dad. So it's just a long generational uh, line of history. Just the way we was raised and brought up, and the issues that we had growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard to explain, but that's basically all I got. It was just it's basically my parents. You know what I'm saying? It's my grandfolks, because that's all I got.
So let me ask you this: how old are your two boys?
Uh, the 12-year-old, he act like he 26.
12
Yeah,
and
and the 2-year-old act like he 82. So
okay, so 12 and 2. So let
right.
me ask you this: as a Black male, and you know how important it is for you to teach your two Black sons about the heritage and how to be proud in
Yep.
it. What are some things that you do to ensure or encourage for
Well,
them to be proud of their heritage and of them as being Black men?
well, as far as the 2-year-old really ain't catching on to everything I be saying, but as far as the 2-year-old, I'm just loving on him to show him that men can show emotions. So
Right.
I'm steady loving on him, kissing on him. But a 12-year-old, he has a better understanding of what's going on around the world, better understanding of what goes on in his school. So I basically, um, it's kind of weird, but I really treat my family like a like a like the Spartans, like the 300. Like we are a very close knit family, and I am real big on our last name. Um, I basically explain to him and keep banging in his head that that's all we got is our last name. The name Braxton, I really treat really like it's a game, like really, like blood in, blood out, like the name Braxton, it should mean something to you. And don't take offense when people talk you out of your name, but your last name is Braxton. It's Braxton for a reason. I gave you that name, so I need you to walk with that name with pride amongst your peers, white or Black.
Right.
So I'm basically always on him when it comes to loving himself, loving his dark skin, because he is dark. He's darker than me. So I just want him to get to a point where he loves himself, loves his skin, loves everything about his hair, his swag, just love everything about the culture, and just stay on him about it. So
Yeah, I think, and you're right. It's so important for us to teach our kids that, you represent us whether we're around or not. And like you said, that last name, it is not just about you. It's about the people that are connected to
correct.
you. And I have preached that to my kids, time in and time out. The world is set up the way it is, right? And it will, if you continue to feed into the world and not try to find your own identity, it would have you not wishing you were the color that you are, right?
Correct.
And but you have to, you teach them about history and you teach them about self-pride,
Right.
And nothing wrong. You were made, you were beautifully and wonderfully made the way you are. And you're no less than.
Correct.
Right.
All that melanation.
Yeah,
All that melanation. That melanation. Ooh,
listen, before we go,
it makes you tingle though. I know it makes you
somebody,
tingle a little bit.
You so great.
Say with me one time before you gotta say melanation. Say
melanation. Listen, before we get off the air, if someone wants to contact you about any of the events that you have going on, or to just to tap your mind about promoting an event, what is the best way to get in contact with you? Your information is streaming at the bottom. Is it email, social media?
Yeah, the best way to get in contact with me is basically on Facebook, Bo Braxton. It's two of them on there. It's two Bo Braxtons. Mm-hmm. I got two. Well, I got an old account now from college. Don't scroll through them pictures. That's college Bo. That's you don't want no parts of that guy. But the other Bo Braxton, you know what I'm saying? Just hit me up on that, or you hit me up on Instagram, FitBoCop 1914, FITBOCOP 1914. Or you can get on Facebook and go to our actual. It's actually the cruise group. It's basically where we promote everything. It's called Blue Reunion.
Blue Reunion. Okay.
Yeah, BLU Reunion.
Okay.
No E, but and that's where all the chats. Anybody can join it. All the chats, the events, everything that's going on, local news, local sports, everything that's on your mind is in that chat. It's in that group. It's about 15,000 people. But yeah, that'd be the easy way. Or you can just text me. Don't call me.
Look, I don't have your number out there. Let's see. Wait a minute, we got a couple of comments.
Don't call me. Don't call me.
Listen. So Trey said, "Where can people get an autographed picture?" You see, Trey.
Look, you tell Trey get off the chat. I mean the conversation. Trey be texting me all the time. He be messaging me all the time. 3 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Trey, what are you doing? Go to sleep. Like Trey be busy. Trey the man. Trey, all right.
He is promoting his book.
And look, I've known Trey for a long time, and he might not agree with all the stuff I be doing. He might not agree with it, but me and Trey, all right. I rock with Trey.
He's good people. Well, listen, we're at the end of our show, and I want to say thank you so much. I finally got a chance.
I thought you had one more question. For me. We talked about it before the video started.
I can't remember.
You better ask me a question.
No. You being petty. I done told you about being petty. I am not asking you that. I'm about to end this show. Listen, you stay on. Don't disconnect. Listen, everybody. This joker is a mess. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's show. I'm Tina Dawson with True Blue Designs, and we were interviewing Bo Braxton. He is the co-founder of Southern Hospitality Entertainment. Please check him out on social media. He is doing big things. I am going to try to be on this cruise next year and be a part of the two. You're going to take over that boat.
Hey, look. All I got to say, if the 28th international president of Phi Beta Sigma get on the boat,
anybody can get on the boat.
Mr. Brother William Stanley can get on the boat and rock with me. And Brother Stanley can rock with me. I don't know what y'all got going on. Y'all better get your life together. Get your life together.
So we're going to make sure, though, before we bring you back on, so you can tell us more about the boat. When you get ready to advertise it for next year, we'll make sure we'll bring you back on. Okay, you hold on. Everybody, thank you so much. We will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Good night, everybody.